Hey guys, welcome back. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Vivy. So, as we continue on this arc with Diva, actually, right? Because she still hasn't regained her memories yet, and, I made some predictions last episode as to whether she's going to regain her memories in this episode, in this arc, or maybe later on down the line, right? And maybe for the second half of the season, we are going to be looking at things from the perspective of Diva instead of Vivy here, right? But we'll see about that by the end of this episode. And then obviously the main, I guess the main situation, the main context here, Ophelia, I think they make it right, quite on the nose as to what her situation is. You know, the fact that her name is Ophelia, and all the other things that are helping to make the case of why she is depressed and wants to commit suicide and whatnot. But I do wonder, right, is there going to be like a twist at the very end of everything that you know, we've had twists all the way so far, right? Every time Matsumoto has sent Vivy / Diva out on a mission, it's always like this is what happened in the future, but then we get to it and we find out that, hey, it's actually even though it's very similar to that situation, it's still changed in lots of subtle and some perhaps not so subtle ways, right? So well, let's just get into the episode and see what surprise awaits us here. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, make sure I'm recording and everything. Alright, we are rolling. Oh, this is like a flashback, I guess? Antonio. Of course, it's gotta be an Italian name. Alright. Back to present day? Nope. What? Are these the archives? No, that was the original timeline, right? Yeah, see? No, it's making it quite clear here. We are diverging far, far away from that. From the original timeline. So she actually didn't kill herself on stage, then. It seemed more like a fall, similar to what Diva was trying to do last episode. Huh. And here we go, directly back with this song again. Man, this song actually hits a lot differently after episode 6, right? Dun dun dun. Dun dun Dun, 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 dun. Oh, has Diva already accepted that Matsumoto's from the future? So, what happened between her and Antonio? Oh. That's actually kind of true, though. Right. Even if she stopped her this time, no, she could do it the next time, right? Although I actually thought that what they were implying was that she killed herself on stage, right? That would certainly be very, very impactful. No. Alright, I actually think I should just mute the audio from now on. There's like too many songs in this arc. Why is Ophelia's dress all sheer like? You are, yeah. You are so bad at communicating. Oh, there's Antonio. So is she not gonna suicide, but instead be killed? Mm. So in the end, it has something to do with Toak. Huh. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm expecting some sort of twist at the very end, right? So let's see. Alright, all the Zodiacs. Badass Vivy. Still love that so much. Checkmate. Damn, Diva is sharp. Super sharp. She certainly doesn't seem satisfied. You know what? I thought Diva was being a little bit too diva last episode, but you know, she's quickly growing on me. She's definitely much more quick-witted than her previous incarnation. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, they hacked they hacked. He hacked the security cameras. Oh, there's no flower. Oh, dang. They're getting really advanced, aren't they? Are we actually gonna have like a free episode arc this time? I kind of feel like we can't complete everything with the remaining time here. Hmm. Because now we're no longer content with her original mission, eh? What? 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 What kind of twist is that? What the fuck? Okay, I was fully expecting a twist, right? But I think they've actually gone kind of crazy now. Like, this is like really crazy now. And yeah, so even though there is a little bit more after the ending, I think it's quite obvious we're not going to end this arc just on this episode. Antonio? Why would that be Antonio? What? And if that was the case, then why did Ophelia kill herself? Or why did Antonio kill Ophelia? Or maybe, like, again, there's a huge divergence from the original timeline, right? Well, we'll have to see after this what exactly is happening. I'm gonna venture a guess and say we're gonna go back to Diva's perspective. Oh. No. Wait, isn't this from the leader of Toak? What? And then he was later replaced by an AI? Oh, no. Nothing like that. Or wait, or was he always an AI? Yeah, it's an AI. Oh my god. You go. Right, and so that's the necklace he keeps around him. Wait, so is that the boy he saved, or is that? All right, see you guys after this. Well now, I was expecting a twist, but I certainly wasn't expecting something like this, right? Like, make no mistake, I thought that the entire setting of Ophelia and whatnot was a little bit too much on the nose, right? So, indeed, later on when Hugo came out and you know, they were talking about, hey, maybe this is a situation similar to how the Elizabeth and Estella situation went down, right? Even though they're doing something of the same sort, in reality, it was actually being set into motion by the Toak, by other kinds of by other people, right? But yeah, this is. I mean, Antonio taking over Ophelia and what in that part, that's definitely something that I did not imagine in like a million years, right? That is like completely way over the top. I'm really curious how exactly they're going to bring this story back here, because that honestly seemed a little bit too ridiculous, right? Then again, right, I do think this might be a sort of situation where perhaps in the original timeline it was a much more simpler case, right? Maybe similar to what Matsumoto was describing there, where the relationship between Antonio and Ophelia, right, maybe did really drive her to depression and eventually killing herself, right? Because as much as Matsumoto keeps on harping that, hey, it's ridiculous for AI to have these kinds of emotions and whatnot, but even he was lit up and said stuff of how it could be a simple reasoning of Ophelia's mission being tied together with Antonio instead and warping her views, and that's why she feels like she can't fulfill her mission, and so she kills herself of that sort. But even then, right, in order to be able to bend the rules to this certain extent, that would obviously also prove that AI do have these other sort of emotions within them as well, right? And indeed, later on, we do see, or actually, I guess it was before, we even see within this episode, Diva directly checkmating him, right? Being like, well, what in this case, why are you actually harboring such emotions to me, right? Like, why are you so intent on working together with me to do all this, and so on and so forth, right? Because I could be entirely expendable if that you are very true and sticking to your words and going throughout things out of their logical way. Now, granted, we don't know the entire story yet. Maybe Matsumoto is still doing all that he's doing because Diva/Vivy is an integral part of the Singularity Project, but no, we'll have to see about that, right? So, and again, I do want to quickly go back and say, right, how in the original timeline might be very, very different from the current timeline we are here, because as we see in the visuals at the start of every episode, we see these diverging timelines, right? And now at this point, if this is the original timeline, we are currently already diverged to somewhere like here, right? Like there's it's already a huge divergence from the original and whatnot. Maybe they're going to end up in a similar situation. Maybe we might end up in a worse situation, right? We don't really know about all that. So we'll just have to see until the very end for that. And this Yugo character at the very end, right? So, I mean, he's obviously the leader, right? The leader of Toak. Otherwise, because I recognize that necklace, and yeah, because Yugo's name was mentioned in the previous episodes as well. I checked the credits, right? They are the same person. So in other words, the boy that we see at the end of this episode, right, who had his piano teacher get blown up and whatnot, maybe for him it's sort of like I guess this might be kind of like those twisted interpretations kind of situation, but, well, I mean, I'm sure that we'll learn more about that in the next episode. I'm not going to go too far into that right now. But anyways, he later became the leader of Toak and whatnot. I don't know why he's currently looking like that, but Matsumoto did also mention that, he was surprised that Yugo looked like had that kind of appearance, as of this point, right? So, we'll have to see about that part, But, yeah, interesting things all around. The only thing that I don't quite get, though, is whether or not Yugo is actually the boy that Vivy saved, back all the way in the first or is it the second episode, actually? But basically, saving him from being crushed by the stone pillar, right? I can't quite remember on that part, but anyways, in any case, that is something to look forward to and to see, like, Yugo's entire story and whatnot. And I mean, I've said before that I do feel that we are bound to have a little bit of a heart-to-heart with the leader of Toak, and eventually, sometime within the episodes, because we need to know, like, what drives them, what is their ultimate goal and whatnot, because nothing in this anime is as it seems on the surface, right? There's always a deeper layer to it, and it's peeling back that layer and seeing what's inside. That is the most interesting and fun part. But I'm not really sure how exactly they're going to go through this entire Antonio Ophelia situation. Like, I like it from a twist perspective, right? It's definitely something very unusual and something that really nobody could have guessed. But it has to make sense, right? I really don't hope that this series is going to make twists for the sake of making twists, if that makes sense, right? Because even at this point, it is I wouldn't really say it like formulaic, but I already mentioned the last episode. Something about this entire thing just smells too fishy. It's never this straightforward. So you start to think of, okay, there's got to be something deeper in all this, and then we go into all this, and if every single situation is like this, then there wouldn't really be a sort of surprise, right? Or even though we would be surprised by how it actually happened, like I was here by that entire Ophelia and Antonio situation, but we wouldn't be surprised by there being a surprise, if that makes sense to you guys. So, yeah, anyways, we'll have to see about that part. I do hope that they can make a adequate explanation for all of this. And yeah, that's it for now, right? And I gotta say, Diva is growing on me as well, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, Vivy is still the OG badass, right? And I do love a character who is a little bit more no nonsense, straight to the point, and no, like how can I put this? Like very very direct, right? Very how can I say this? Very hardwired, like just going for it to do one thing, like really stubborn. I mean, I guess the current Diva is stubborn as well, but she's definitely, the original Vivy was definitely not as quick-witted as Diva is here, right? Who obviously has a lot more charm, a lot more interpersonal skills. Although, considering how she questioned Ophelia, I guess I need to place an asterisk mark on that part. But definitely you feel that she she's much smarter, right? She can go back and forth with Matsumoto on this stuff and not really just be this not only just acting on ideals anymore, but actually being able to debate Matsumoto in terms of this and go back and forth on everything. So anyways, yeah, looking forward to the next episode. Are we going to regain Diva's memories of being Vivy and whatnot? And if so, what exactly is going to happen, right? And, well, we will just have to see in the next episode. I guess one thing did change, right? We have a 3-episode arc now. Hey, that is progress. Anyways, thank you guys. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.